before we even get into the movie title, the movie talk, one thing that I would like to put out there is this is a spoiler video. So if you do not enjoy spoilers before you watch a certain movie, please do go watch Resort to Love. It's streaming on Netflix currently. Or if you do like spoilers and you don't mind them, you can continue watching this video. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Kotsi, and if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe down below. And if you have been coming back but you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do finally subscribe to the channel, because I know a lot of you guys are watching without subscribing. So please do subscribe to become part of the Sudi family. Anyway, today is let's talk about Resort to Love, and the movie is on Netflix. So the title of the movie is Resort to Love. It was released in July, and the movie can be found on Netflix. So I actually watched this movie last night, and I was like, oh, okay, let me watch something. I wasn't in the mood of thinking during a movie or trying to use my brain, so I just wanted to watch something that is like bubblegum movies. That's what I call them. I call them bubblegum movies. If I don't want to think, if I just want to watch whatever that I'm watching in that moment, I call them bubblegum movies. So first things first, the movie is around the girl Erica. So Erica is a musician, and she, at the beginning of the movie, she was featured in an album by another well-known artist. I think his name was Cree or something. And she was featured in the album, but the album never got released. So the artist destroyed the laptop that contained the album, and the album was never released. Of course, she was shattered. She was just heartbroken because she believed this was her big break into the industry, and you know, she was going to become a household name herself because of this feature. All right, so she's now depressed and sitting on her friend's couch, staying at her friend's place. Now, there is a flashback while she's still on her friend's place that she was actually engaged. Right? She was actually engaged a year ago to a guy named Jason, and they were engaged, but then Jason left a month before the wedding. So Jason left with no explanation, nothing. So Erica was still heartbroken about this thing, you know, this breakup. So she didn't get her closure. Now, her friend, I forgot what her friend's name was, but her friend organized for Erica to go sing in Mauritius. Right, so she organized for Erica to go sing at a resort in Mauritius. It's a luxurious resort, and Erica was like, I don't sing cover songs, but finally she went. Now, this is when it gets tricky, because I'm like, all right. So Erica gets to Mauritius. She sings at this resort, and the first time she sings, she's actually crying, messing up a wedding, somebody's wedding. I understand that she was heartbroken, but why was she crying at somebody's wedding? If she could not sing, she would have asked somebody else to go sing. But yeah. Anyway, she's crying through the entire song, and it was just unnecessary, man. But anyway, moving on with the movie. Her singing career is okay and everything, and she's loving Mauritius. You know, she's living her life, she's enjoying the quiet island life. So that's where the movie is going on. So after that, right, Erica was at the beach and she saw this guy drowning, and she goes there, tries to save him, but as a result, the guy pushes her down. Therefore, she has to fight for survival because she can't save another person. Like there's a guy that came to save both Erica and the guy that was drowning in the first place. And this guy's name, I think it was Caleb. Right, so Caleb saved Erica, and he saved this guy. this guy, the person that we were saving, it was a social media person who just drowned because he wanted to find his camera. So Caleb and Erica meet, and there was already chemistry, right? There was already chemistry when they met. Okay, cool. Erica refused to give this guy her numbers and whatever. She's like, this is a small island, so we'll meet whenever, right? So when they do finally meet, they meet at the reception of a resort. Now, when they meet the following day, right, Caleb and Erica meet at the reception of the area. Okay? So when they meet, they're saying their pleasantries. Hi, how are you? Oh, you were looking for me? And Caleb was like, no, I'm staying at this resort. It's my brother's wedding. Who's your brother? And Caleb points out to Jason. So the brother was Jason. And I'm like, huh? How? So the brother was Jason. And Erica saw that the brother was Jacob. And that's Jacob. And that's where Jason. And that's where they had the realization of, no, man. So you are Erica. Jason's Erica. And then Erica had that epiphany that, oh, you're Caleb King. Cool. They carried on. Only to find out that Erica was supposed to sing at Jason and Beverly's engagement. So Beverly was Jason's fiance at the time, right? So Erica's like, you left me in New York a month before our wedding. You moved to a small town and you go ahead and get married to another person, which I don't see a problem with because, well, they moved on. But now the gag is his ex-fiance has to sing at his wedding, and his current fiance has no idea, right? His current fiance has no idea that Jason and Erica were engaged. Okay, that's what I'm saying. This movie is confusing. It's like, what is going on here? So, all right, so that happens, and they get to meet. Beverly and Erica now become close, because Erica had this awful boss, né? She wasn't awful, but she was just too strict. She wanted everything done by the book, and everybody's like, oh, come on, this is not how it's supposed to be done. But then it happened like that. She had this awful boss, and the awful boss was like, nah, you can entertain this party. You can entertain Beverly and Jason and Jason's best friend and everybody. You can entertain them because they want you to be a part of their wedding party. So as much as it's against the hotel policies, you can entertain them. All right, cool. She entertains them, and unfortunately, they start texting each other again. Jason and Erica start sneaking around again. And I'm like, girl, this person is about to get married. He broke your heart a year ago. Why are you still here? Why are you still running after Jason? You know? So, as they were doing whatever, they were doing, Caleb now is getting closer to Erica. And Erica is getting closer to Caleb. Which is something I'm like, huh? How are they getting closer to each other, but they both know, like, this is my brother's ex-fiancé, and this is my ex-fiancé's brother. Okay, cool. And then it went on and on. The movie carried on, and they went to the resort, they went to the bachelorette's party, they went to the bachelor's party. Jason and Erica decided to, I don't know, for lack of a better word, they were sneaking around. Right, sneaking around behind Beverly's back. And Beverly eventually found out on her wedding day that Jason and Erica were engaged. Because Naomi, who was Jason's mother, saw Erica and Jason together at the beach. She was like, what? I don't believe this thing that an ex can be a friend. Well, exes can be friends, you know. So I was like, oh, okay. Cool. If that's what we're gonna call it, if we're gonna call it friends, then okay. Because genuinely speaking, it was not like they were having an affair or a relationship. They were just sneaking around like, hey, how are you? Cool. And you could see that they still cared for each other. They still cared deeply for each other. So That was the thing that was going on. Now I don't get what was the meaning of this movie. Like, I genuinely don't get it. I don't. Like, I really don't. But it is what it is. I would recommend it I would not okay. If you're a person who likes to make logic out of everything, this is not the movie for you. But if you are a hopeless romantic like myself and you just love watching rom-coms, even these, I don't know how to, badly edited rom-coms, you like watching them, I would say watch them. If you are into that sort of stuff, I would highly recommend you watch it. Also, by the way, the end ended with Caleb and Erica being together, which is what I wanted, and it happened. So you kind of predict the ending before you even see it. You kind of predict the ending before you even see it. So that's what I'm saying. If you are into rom-coms and you in that moment you don't want to think about anything, or you don't want to be consumed in a movie, you don't want to use your brain, that is the movie to watch. If you just want to chill, drink some wine, just chill and watch it. I would highly recommend that you watch it. Anyway, this was only my let's talk about a movie. It wasn't as it wasn't as when I saw the trailer, I thought it was going to be like this amazing movie. Like, it was going to be, I can't believe that happened. How can he? I thought it was gonna be like where she gets her revenge or something, but I don't know, man. I'm not underwhelmed, I'm not overwhelmed, I'm just blah. That's my emotions to the movie. But if you do like watching movies that don't make you think, like, generally you don't have to think for that one. You just have to sit and watch it, and then just watch it. You don't have to think, you don't have to do anything, just watch the movie. Then I would highly recommend you watch this movie. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this section, and I hope you guys come back for more videos, because I'm about to release more videos. And yeah, man, anyway, see you guys on the next video. Mwah. Bye.